Every morning at 9 a.m., thousands of people tune in to Abangabu's TikTok live streams for direct, practical advice on business, personal finance, and life. Recently, a friend asked him a very specific question. What is the absolute worst investment you have ever made? Normally, financial experts will point to a volatile crypto token, a bad real estate deal, or a tanked stock portfolio. Abangabu's answer was completely different. He told his friend the worst investment he ever made was Hari Raya. Classifying a deeply personal family holiday as a financial loss sounds harsh. But when you examine the raw numbers, the heavy outflow of cash with zero lasting emotional return fits the exact definition of a devastating financial leak. For years, Abangabu repeated what he now calls a reliable 5,000 ringgit mistake. Every single year, without fail, that massive sum of money vanished. The cash went toward an escalating luxury checklist: extravagant clothes, overflowing hampers, upgraded decorations, and platters of kui that kept getting larger. The driving force behind every single one of these purchases was a quiet, persistent anxiety, the constant nagging thought that people are coming over. This behavior is driven by performative hosting. We suddenly buy premium items for our guests that we would absolutely never rationalize buying for ourselves on a normal Tuesday. Instead of actually creating a beautiful memory for the family, this massive cash outflow only succeeds in purchasing immense personal stress and a temporary illusion of social standing. To evaluate an investment, you have to look closely at the return. After spending thousands on these lavish holiday spreads, Abangabu asked himself what he actually got back. He realized that almost none of his guests retained a single memory of the expensive items he served. The premium table settings and the massive platters of food entirely faded from their minds by the very next morning. Yet Abangabu carried incredibly vivid, lasting memories of his own father's holiday celebrations that ran on a fraction of the budget. Human memory simply does not hold on to material displays. We discard the physical details of a room, but we permanently record the human connections we experience inside it. His father completely bypassed societal expectations for high-end luxury. He actively rejected the pressure to wear expensive, branded baju just to impress the neighbors. The physical space he hosted in was entirely unpretentious. There were no expensive new sofas, no custom curtains, and no lavish food spreads. Even with this total lack of performative wealth, the reality of the gathering was undeniable. His father's home was always packed wall to wall with people. The guests were drawn entirely to the host. They crowded into that simple room because of his father's character and because of the specific, overwhelming way he made everyone feel welcomed. You cannot buy a memory in a shop. They are forged entirely through genuine emotional connection. Abangabu's realization applies directly to your own upcoming holiday budget. To prevent your own money from leaking away, you can run your upcoming expenses through a financial emotional audit. Look at this graphic representing a typical hosting budget. Take the last 1,000 ringgit you spent preparing for guests and place it on the scale. Now ask a strict filtering question. Did that cash purchase genuine happiness or merely buy social approval? The moment you confuse the desire to look successful with the pursuit of genuine happiness, you trigger all of your holiday financial anxiety. This leads to the connection rule. If a line item in your budget exists solely to impress a guest, rather than to make them feel comfortable and welcomed, you cross it out. When you stop buying imported table centerpieces or excessive amounts of premium food, you remove the stress of the event. A relaxed host actually increases the emotional intimacy of the gathering. People will always measure the quality of a host by the warmth of their welcome, completely ignoring the depth of their wallet. For daily insights on navigating business, personal finance, and building a better life, you can join Abangabu live on TikTok every morning at 9 a.m. Because at the end of any celebration, true wealth is sitting in a room full of genuine connections, rather than staring at an empty bank account.